Got my guitar, I've got my wine. Where we can go, live by the sea, swim in the
A bit hungover this morning, Jess.
Not as much as you, pal, come on.
Bright as a daisy.
Uh-huh.
How's it? Which way is it up here?
So bright you're going the wrong way, pal. So that way.
Go on, okay.
Right, Barossa, here we are.
It's been a bit excited about this.
I'm going to show this guy some bloody good Shiraz.
It's a bit early for Shiraz.
Not for good Barossa Shiraz, Andre.
Alright, so whereabouts are your ex-girlfriends? Where do we need to...
It's all about the ancestors. I had ancestors who settled here.
Alright, so we made it.
Yep.
Barossa Valley, where are you going to take us, Jess?
Yeah, Rusden, Rockfords of tomorrow, mate.
Rusden?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, and Yathi's going to meet us there.
Yeah, Toby?
Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Alright, so don't have to rely on your directions then.
Boys, how are ya? Working hard? Working hard, mate. Good to see you. You will?
Yeah, see you do any hard work, don't you know?
We're pretty pumped. This is a cracking vintage. So.
Yeah. What's the plan today, boys?
I think we'll take you to one of the traditional old school bloody jaunts of the Barossa.
What's that?
Apex Bakery.
All right, beautiful.
Old school.
Apex Bakery is the longest running wood-fired oven in the Southern Hemisphere.
Oh, really?
Wow.
And they still cook all the pies and pastas every morning.
We'll go here, crush a bit of fruit.
Do you want us to work?
Yeah, for a little bit.
We used to do this in bare feet, but we're not allowed to do that anymore. Meet your best friend for the next half an hour or so.
Beautiful.
That's called the Predator. It's actually used to have a handle made of a Volksy shocker. Get on there and give it a go. It's as traditional as it gets.
Don't eat them all! Is it on the taro?
Yeah. I tell you what, very traditional method of... Can't you just tip the bloody thing in?
Grab a bit of brekkie. You can't get these on the mainland. You'll have to wait till you get the Tassie before you can get these.
This is tradition?
This is tradition. Every vintage we ship about half a pallet of this gear over.
Do you really?
That's Linky's Medi. So if you're going to get up and have a bit of a shovel, you need to have a bit of a go at this.
Well, no, look, Justin's doing a great job. So I've heard that there's a bit of a rivalry that goes on between a couple of butchers here in the Barossa.
Yep. Linky's and Schultz's and Steiny's. Linky's have been around for three generations. They make a good Medi, red gum smoked, so it's real strong smoke. Steiny's is more of a sandwich Medi. This stuff is better for hanging in the shed.
Right.
And Schultz's, well, we don't really get into the Schultz's, so that's one to Linky's, one to Steiny's, and 0 for Schultz's from us.
Are you having fun down there?
Yeah, we're doing good. You ready for some wine?
I'm ready for a beer.
There's only another 30 bins to go. Hope you're sticking around. When I worked at Rockford in '97, Dad had already been making wine here in the shed, you know, a barrel at a time. 1994 Shiraz was about 16.5% alcohol, probably picked at 17 by mate. And of course everyone in the family was used to drinking, you know, 12, 13% alcohol, Cabernets from Eden Valley and wherever. And so everyone in the family that tried this Shiraz at 16% just went, oh, this stuff's horrible, tip it out. So we had about a half a pallet down in our cellar and couldn't get rid of it, couldn't give the stuff away until I got the job at Rockford, and one day I brought a bottle to lunch. About halfway through the bottle, Rob just happened to stumble in and get a glass of it, and he's had a bit of a sniff and gone, wow, a bit of a taste, and wow. He's just gone, right, everybody empty your glasses. I want everybody to get a glass of this. And so everyone's got a glass of it, and he said, now if you want to know what Barossa Shiraz tastes like, without oak, without added tannin, without any other tricks, this is it. This is what it smells like. Violets, white pepper. I'm just sitting there, you know, 19-year-old kid going, wow, it's amazing. This guy's my hero. It was such a drinkable wine that we drank about, 3/4 of a box that night, and everyone ended up crashing in swags at the winery, and everyone woke up with a black guts.
That's great. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Thanks for putting Justin to work. It's about freaking time.
Yeah, really appreciated that.
We always say about a good wine, even in the wine tastings and whatever, you just go, well, you can't spit this out. Old oak, basket pressing, open ferments.
It's just really elegant stuff.
I've never tasted a Barossa Shiraz anything like this.
It doesn't have that explosion of that really heavy fruit. It's really kind of light and elegant, or not light, but it's elegant in style.
It's just got a softness.
Yeah.
How does the tomfoolery rate?
When you're thinking, obviously, rather than blackouts, it's aromatic and pretty.
Yep.
So we wanted to source off a bit of a heavier soil, more red dirt, so you get those real, cassis flavours, fruits of the forest.
Yep.
But we wanted to make it in an old school manner.
Like the old school shoveling the grapes in.
Does that actually make it taste better, the shoveling, or is that a philosophical? I think that the softer you treat your fruit, you're going to get softer wine.
From a philosophical sense, in terms of shoveling the grapes, the reason I reckon, and the reason I've promised I will always shovel grapes, is because the old growers, and my mum's a 5th generation Barossa grower, which I guess makes me a 6th generation Barossa grower.
Yeah.
But you go back to your grandpa and you listen, to his stories and what he believes about the land, and that's been passed down to him over the generations, is that Barossa grape growers don't see themselves as owning the land and therefore making a profit or a loss or whatever out of it. They see themselves as custodians of the land, that it was a gift to them by the grace of God, and that their job on this planet is to look after it as best as they can, which is why they grow the best grapes around. So if you start getting rid of your shoveling of grapes, then you start going, I don't need to have that little crusher on top of the ferments, I can pump the must. Then you go, I don't need to do that. And so once the rot sets in, the rot sets right in.
Right.
So it's really about adhering to that traditional values, right back to the growing sense is where it comes from. At the end of the day, it's farming.
Yeah.
And those old Germans do it the best.
Jawohl.
Bottoms up.
Prost.
Just thinking, considering we've had a look at these two wines.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Jim?
Beautiful, by the way.
Should we put the pressure on
Can we get him to pull one out?
the jewel of the crown?
Well, are you worth it? That's the thing.
Probably not, but
Yes, is my resounding answer, but what are we talking about?
The sand scrub. Yeah, off our oldest vines on the block. So
Are we worth it?
if you want to come down the cellar, I've got a few hidden away down there, so we can sneak down there and.
sounds good to
Oh no, we can't, mate. We're in a rush. We go. Yeah. Good. This is what this is all about.
Well, that's all right. I'll drink it for lunch myself. Come on.
This whole fiction stuff here.
Yeah, that makes me really nervous.
All right.
No, it's a pleasure to open this wine with you guys.
You boys just had an excuse,
yeah,
don't you? That's what you thought. Oh, good. Boys with a camera.
Yeah, we'll do it on camera so I can't say no. We don't do it every day, obviously, but
What's it worth?
$380 a bottle.
Okay.
It's 4 years in new oak and 4 years in the barrel. There's no one in Australia doing it. Here's the winery cat.
Come on down.
He's come for a glass of
He's
Shiraz.
got up there.
what a catch! What a catch!
Nice save.
Yeah. Cheers.
I'll just hold that.
Yeah.
It's a road
You know what?
Cheers,
Cheers, boys. And I'd just like to say, this is the Barossa.
And this is Shiraz, my friend.
This is the glory you were talking about.